Hello students, today we will start here practice set 1.2 question number 2. Okay, so what is the question number 2 here? That is in triangle PQR, PM is equal to 15. PM, the length of PM is equal to what? 15 here. Clear? PR, what is the length of PR? P and R, 20. Clear? Then NR, length of NR is what? 8. State whether the line NM is parallel to side RQ and give the reason. We have to say that, or we have to find out or show that line NM is parallel to line RQ. Okay. So what is given here? The length of PR is 20. The length of NR is equal to 8. Length of PM is 15. So if I write here PQ is equal to total PQ is equal to what? PM plus MQ. Why? Because M is the midpoint of, or M is in between P and Q. So we can write like this, correct? Then what is the length of PQ? Length of PQ is 25. PM, length of PM is what? 15. And then we don't know the length of M and Q. Okay. So MQ is equal to 25 minus 50. MQ is equal to 10. So what is the length of MQ here? That is 10. Understand this one? This is, we know that the length of this one, that is MQ is equal to 10. Okay. Now next time we have length of P and R and length of N and R. So from these two we get the length of P and N. Okay. So how to get this? Just observe here. PR is equal to PN. PR is equal to PN plus NR. Okay. Why? Because N point in between P and R. Okay. So PR. What is the length of PR? That is 20. And length of NR, that is 8. So instead of this one, put here 8 and 20. Then we don't know the PN. So when we PN is equal to what? 20 minus 8. That is PN is equal to 12. Okay. That means PN is equal to what? 12. Clear? So now PM upon MQ is equal to, okay, PM upon MQ is equal to what? 15 upon 10. Okay. So is equal to what? 15 upon 10. Then 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So therefore it is a 3 upon 2. And this is your equation number 1. Now next time we have to calculate the ratio of this one. PN upon NR. What is the value of PN? That is 12 upon NR is what? 8. That means, and PN is equal to N upon PN is equal to NR is equal to 12 upon 8. So 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So 3 upon 2. Just observe equation 1 and equation 2. 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2. That means these two terms are equal to with each other. That is PM upon MQ is equal to PN upon NR. Why? Because the values of these two terms are same. So we can write it as in triangle PQR, PM upon MQ is equal to PN upon NR from equation 1 and 2. Okay. When we say that the ratio of their sides are equal, that means PN upon NR is equal to PM upon MQ. So we can say that the line NM is parallel to QR. Why? Because the converse of the basic proportionality theorem. So we say that segment NM parallel to side QR because of converse of basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Clear? Clear all of you this problem? Okay. Next. Question number 4. Measure of some angles in figure are given. Okay. In figure there are some angles are given here, that is 60 degree and 60 degree. Prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Okay. Listen here. What is the angle given here? That is APQ. angle APQ, that is 60 degree. Next, angle ABC, it is a 60 degree. So this is a given here. Okay, so write down the given term first, that is angle APQ is equal to 60 degree, and then angle ABC is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so we can say that these two angles are equal, like the values are same here. Then we can say that angle APQ is equal to angle ABC. Okay, so we have to write here angle APQ is equal to angle ABC. Listen, we are you are already studied that the parallel lines, okay, and angles made by the parallel lines. So one type is what? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are those angles which are match the corners one. Okay, so it forms a corresponding angle also. When corresponding angles are there, that means the given two lines are parallel to each other. So therefore we can write it as PQ parallel to BC, and PQ is the transversal. Okay, what is meant by transversal? Transversal are the line which is passes from two parallel lines at two distinct points. Okay, so these are the two parallel lines. Suppose A, B. These are the two parallel lines, and this is here is a transversal. So this line is a transversal. Why? Because this line passes to two parallel lines at two different points. That is, suppose M here and N here. Clear? So this is the transversal. So in this case, PQ is the transversal. Okay. So therefore we can say that these two angles are equal. And when these two angles are equal, what is the reason here? That is, it forms the corresponding angles. When corresponding angles are there, that means the two given lines are parallel to each other. Clear? And PQ is the transversal. Okay. Now next, in triangle ABC, we know that PQ parallel to side BC. So from basic proportionality theorem, when one line is parallel to the another side of the triangle, then we basic proportionality theorem says what? The another two sides ratio is equal or equally distributed in the what? That means AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC by using the basic proportionality theorem, that is BPT. Okay, or shortly you can write it as BPT. Clear? So this is shown like this. Very simple question is there. Okay, so now next, question number 10. In the adjoining figure, X is any point in the interior of triangle. Okay, listen, what is the exterior triangle here? That is DEF. In this triangle, one more triangle is there, that is PQR, and in PQR one point is there, that is X. Clear? This one. So interior means what? This angle. This triangle, that is PQR. So point X is joined to vertex of triangle. Okay. Segment PQ. PQ is parallel to segment DE, and segment QR is parallel to EF. Okay. Fill in the blanks to prove that segment PR is parallel to DF. Okay. So we have to fill only the blank spaces here. Okay. So how to do this? Okay, that is proof here. In triangle XDE, which one? XDE, this one, XDE. Clear? Parallel lines are what? PQ is parallel to DE. Okay, this is given here. Okay, what is this? This is given in your question. So write down here given. Next, we can say that XP divided by PD is equal to XQ divided by QE. Why? Because this is a basic proportionality theorem. Okay, because this line, PQ line is parallel to DE, therefore their ratio of the another two sides are in the proportion, same proportion, that is XP divided by PD and XQ divided by QE. Okay, understand this step? Now next, in triangle XEF, which one? XEF, this one, XEF. So which two lines are parallel? That is QR parallel to EF. Okay, given here. This is given. So now next, when we say that XR is parallel to EF, then what is the relation between the other two sides are what? XQ divided by QE, like this. XQ divided by QE is equal to what? XR divided by RF. Okay, this is your equation number 2, and this is written with the help of basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now next, just observe equation 1 and 2. What is the equation 1 here? XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE, and in next equation XQ upon QE and XR upon RF. So just observe these two, this one and this one. These are what? These are equals. If these terms are equal, we can write directly as XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. Okay. So next step is based on this only. So we have to write the first XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF from equation 1 and 2. Okay. Now next, therefore we can say that, yes, listen, what is the proportionate? That is XP, this one, XP divided by PD and XR divided by RF. That means we can say that the segment PR is parallel to segment DF. Okay, DF here, not E. Clear? So segment PR parallel to segment DF by converse of basic proportionality theorem. Clear? So in this way we have to complete here practice set 1.2. Okay. Thank you students. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share to your friends. Thank you.